I look like I'm in a podcast. Hello, I am shy and hiding. I've noticed that I've been getting sucked into social media when I'm not doing anything, especially this quarantine period. It sinks me down into this rabbit hole and it would get my attention, all of it. Instead of doing something that's actually productive, I would waste my time just scrolling. And so this week I decided to delete all of my social media apps on my phone. Now you might say, why didn't I just deactivate all my social media? And that is because I do have ongoing schoolwork and I use Twitter as a source of news. When something happens, it's usually on Twitter. People talk about it and I wanna keep myself updated, so I can't just deactivate them. But I deleted them from my phone and I would just access them through my handy dandy laptop. Speaking so softly, I'm so shy, oh my god. I deleted Facebook and Twitter. I didn't delete Instagram yet because I still had to post something later on that day and you can only post through your phone. I also decided not to delete Facebook Messenger because I still had ongoing online classes, not for this week, but like for the whole quarantine period. And so I wanted to keep myself updated in case there were any announcements or something that I had to do for the week, I guess. I just didn't want to miss out on anything. One of the things that I really wanted to achieve was to at least have a filmmaking idea. I missed filmmaking and I have been watching filmmaking tutorials during the past few weeks. I did make some videos for school, but I just didn't feel like those were mine. I mean, I edited them, but those weren't my ideas and I just missed making stories. So I decided to try it out. That day I wrote some sort of a draft. The idea was not complete. It had lots of missing pieces. I also tried to make something that was not too hard to execute, to produce, because I initially thought that I wanted to make a film after this whole quarantine thing, but it kind of held me back, and so I just kind of went crazy. To be honest, I didn't really think that I was going to produce any ideas that day, and so that was an accomplishment. I think it's important as an artist to allow yourself to be free from your own judgment and just write or do that something, no matter how stupid it may be, and you probably have the time to edit it out afterwards. Completely lost on us for what happened during Monday, but I do remember that I deleted Instagram that day. I did some sketches and added a little bit of details to the storyline. Also read a book. The one I'm reading now is called Dip by Seth Godin. It talks about quitting and how it would benefit people and when to quit exactly, or when to not quit. I actually do find myself forgetting that I have deleted social media. I would think of trying to scroll through some posts and then I would realize that, oh, right. I did 3 sketches that day for my drawing class. If you didn't know already, we're required to draw 50 sketches, anything that would practice our skills in drawing. Other than that, I added more details to the storyline, just a little bit. I didn't want to pressure myself. I didn't want to seem like it was forced. I wanted it to come naturally, and I didn't really have to finish it. No one's telling me to finish it immediately. I could add more details whenever I want to. It was not the main goal of the whole week, so just a little bit I do, and if I would get an idea, I would just write it down. That day I decided to clean out some boxes. It's actually right over here. It was filled with school books and some old notebooks that I used before. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with them. I definitely feel like donating them. I just don't know where or to whom. There are children out there who need it more than I do, and hopefully by the end of this quarantine period I get to donate them where it needs to be donated. I also tried to work out that day. After another workout, I decided to allow myself to do nothing. I think it's important to remind ourselves that it's okay to not be productive. I have time in my hands and I should at least be allowed to, or you should also be allowed to not go into pressuring yourself to be productive and just watch random videos, or I don't know. But after a while I did try to edit some videos, just slowly. Not really pushing myself, just stop whenever I want to take a break and go back to it whenever I feel like it. Oh, and I also decided that day to deactivate my Facebook entirely. I just didn't like it following me around. At least that's how I felt. Even though I had, like, the only access I had was through my laptop, I still felt like it was there. I had this feeling that I had to check it every once in a while just to see what was going on and if there were announcements, if there was something that I missed. I just felt like it was healthier for me to deactivate entirely for the week, for the rest of the week, and go back to it when online classes start again next week. Friday was more of a productive day for me. I finished half of the required sketches and I also did a lot of editing. Saturday was kind of a slack-off day. Again, I played some online games with my cousins and made pizza for customers. I also watched the Easter Vigil Mass. I have problems with saying words with eyes in them. Wait, yeah, it does have an eye. I also watched the Easter Vigil Mass. For those who don't know, it's basically an event in the Catholic Church where it starts off as dark and the lights are all off. We would sing Gloria for like the first time after the whole Lent season, and the church would just light up. It's really majestic. I know I might have viewers who have different views on religion, but it's something that I really enjoy. It's a good experience every year and it made me miss going outside. I am an introvert. I like staying home, but there are a lot of events, concerts, shows, even weddings that didn't happen or got cancelled because of this crisis, and it's sad. It's sad. And now we have arrived to this day. I have different notes for this. I broke this down. The social media thing was not really as big as I thought it would be. People might think it changed my life. It gave me more time for sure, but it wasn't really like a big thing for me. I guess it gave me more time for sure, and I no longer go into this whole rabbit hole of posts, swimming through it. Swimming through a rabbit hole. Maybe it would have been more different if I completely deactivated all my social media accounts. Like, I wouldn't be able to communicate with my cousins from far away. I wouldn't get news as quickly as I can right now. You would try to find other ways to keep yourself busy. I was not used to it at first. Having social media right on your phone is definitely more accessible, especially Instagram. Like, you can't really post through the laptop, you can only post through the phone. So it's something you can't really fully access through just the laptop. It definitely made me calmer though. I no longer had to check Facebook for updates, and I no longer have the need to reply to people immediately. I am aware of my responsibilities, but it was the Holy Week. There shouldn't be a lot of activities. I just wanted to take a break and not have anything following me around. So it was a breath of fresh air for me, I guess. I also learned there's a big difference between a productive day and a fulfilling day. We don't always have to be productive. We don't always have to be busy. We shouldn't feel guilty for not doing anything. We should be more than allowed to just chill. Okay, that's it. I hope you got something from this. I don't know. I hope you did. Okay, bye.
Winds southerly at about 15 with gusts of 25 miles an hour. Barometric pressure 30.00 and is